Good evening and welcome to News 24 English Bulletin. This is Sheikh Hasina and those were the headlines. Now the details. More time is needed to understand the reason behind the national power outage. Power and Energy Minister Nasrul Hamid made the claim at a press conference at the Secretariat. He asserted that national power grid would be modernized within the next 2 weeks. The Power of Division has taken the initiative to tackle any untoward situations in the future. Meanwhile, experts suggest maintaining the rules on production and distribution of power to avoid collapse. Sheikh Hasina has the details with Ferdows Arifin.
Eastern divisions in the country, including the capital Dhaka, became blacked out on Tuesday's national power grid collapse. Several such incidents occurred on the national power grid earlier. In November 2014, the whole country went under a blackout for a power outage. In that incident, a power grid outage occurred due to importing power from the neighboring country. Then the committee recommended modernizing the national grid by dividing it. At a press conference to explain the reason behind the national power grid outage, Power and Energy Minister Nasrul Hamid admitted that the power division is still backward.
We will modernize the power division by next year.
Two committees comprised of Buet experts are investigating the incident. Primarily, it was suspected that the Ghorashal power distribution was the reason for the power outage, but it will take a few more days to know the reason.
Technical fault এখানে আছে.
There have been technical fault. We have formed two committees to investigate the incident.
Meanwhile, experts suggest that coordination is necessary to ensure uninterrupted production and supply of power. There is a lack of coordination. Besides, the regulations were not maintained accordingly.
Our system পরিচালনার ক্ষেত্রে এখানে জেনারেটরগুলো
We have to modernize the power production and distribution system.
কি করতে হবে এটা কিন্তু জানা আছে.
Experts urged the modernization of the production and distribution systems in the power division. Farooq Hussain, News 24.
Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina expressed her optimism that Bangladesh's active participation in all important meetings in the United Nations General Assembly would strengthen its position in multilateral forums and widen the field of the international cooperation. Speaking at a press conference on Thursday afternoon, the Premier said she will not be in the post of the party chief if any of the councillors opposes. Akramul Haq Shumon has the details.
Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina was speaking at a press conference on her visit to the UK and the US. She said her visit and participation in the session of UN General Assembly was successful. In her speech, Sheikh Hasina touched a number of important issues, including climate change, the Rohingya crisis, and the global crisis erupted from the Russia-Ukraine war.
জলবায়ু পরিবর্তন, আবহাওয়া সব কথা বলে কয়লা ভিত্তিক বিদ্যুৎ কেন্দ্রের বিরুদ্ধে এত প্রচার টোচার চালিয়ে এখন আবার সেই কয়লা ভিত্তিক বিদ্যুৎ কেন্দ্রেই কিন্তু ফিরে গেছে। জার্মানির মতো দেশ থেকে শুরু অনেকেই সেখানে আবার কয়লা ভিত্তিক বিদ্যুৎ কেন্দ্রে ফিরে গেছে। এটা তো বাস্তবতা।
Regarding the politics of Awami League, the Premier said she would not be the party chief if any councillor opposes.
তখন কি জবাব দেবে বিএনপি?
Akramul Haq Shumon, News 24.
Awami League General Secretary Obaidul Qadir said the politics of the BNP is like a pillar without power. It is empty and hopeless. Qadir made the claim at a press briefing at the Secretariat on Thursday. He described the recent power outage caused by the national power grid collapse as a normal occurrence. It can happen in any country in the world. He also claimed that the government had been able to tackle the situation within hours of the power grid collapse. He claimed that the BNP had become a burden to the nation, the BNP becoming a heavy stone sat on the shoulders of the people as an irresponsible political party. Mentioning the national power grid outage as an accident, Awami League Joint Secretary Mahbubul Alam Hanif said that the BNP was spreading propaganda on the issue. Responding to the reporters, Hanif made the remarks after attending a workshop on Bangabandhu independence and Bangladesh at the Shilpakala Academy in Kushtia this morning. He claimed that Bangladesh has the ability to produce more power than demand. He said the BNP was spreading propaganda and found nothing against the government. He also claimed that the BNP was not able to provide a single megawatt of electricity during their tenure. Hanif stated that the BNP was becoming envious of the government's progress. The BNP will make the roadmap of a caretaker government in the light of the 1996 constitution, said Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir. The BNP Secretary General made the claim after dialogue with alliance partners Bangladesh Labour Party and NPP at the party chairperson's Gulshan office in the capital on Thursday. He said the alliance members agreed to participate in the movement to hold the next election under a new election commission, dissolving the current parliament. He also said that the roadmap for the next election, post-election government formation and bicameral parliament system were discussed in the meeting. The Election Commission is sending a letter to the District Administration and Superintendent of Police to take action against the violators of the Electoral Code of Conduct. Election Commissioner Muhammad Alamgir said the ruling party leaders, members of the parliament and ministers are bound to obey the law. He also said the actions will be taken against the allegations of the Jatiyo Party in the Gaibandha by-poll. Following a meeting with the Jatiyo Party, EC Alamgir said that according to the law, the ruling party is obliged to obey the law. Four students left their homes to join the new militant group, Jamaatul Ansar fil Hindal Sharqiya, formed by banned militant groups Jamaatul Mujahideen Bangladesh JMB, Ansar al-Islam and Harkat ul-Jihad al-Islami Bangladesh. Commander Khandakar Al-Moin, Director of Legal and Media Wing of Rapid Action Battalion, said this while briefing reporters in the capital's Karan Bazar. Moin said they were trained in Chor areas in Bhola and Potuakhali districts and 15 to 20 people have joined the new group. 7 students aged 17 to 25 belonging to different institutions in Kumilla have been missing since August 23. They all knew each other and left home without their mobile phones. A general diary was logged with Kotwali Model Police in this regard. The elite force also says some leaflets, books on radical views and a tap from the arrestees. Customs officials recovered 30 gold bars weighing around 4 kilograms from a dustbin at Hazrat Shahjal International Airport in the capital on Thursday morning. The estimated value of the gold was around 3 crores and 50 lakh taka. However, no one was arrested in this connection. According to the officials, an object wrapped with scotch tape and was spotted in the dustbin in an abundant condition around 9:30 a.m. Later, the packet was opened in the presence of all concerned agencies and the gold bars were recovered from the packet. Legal action has been taken under customs law in this regard. A former policeman killed 38 police on Thursday in mass shooting at a children's daycare center in Thailand. The gunman later shot and killed himself. Police said in a statement that the victims included 22 children as well as adults. Earlier, police said a manhunt was underway for the shooter, and the government spokesman said the Prime Minister had alerted all agencies to apprehend the culprit. Mass shootings are rare in Thailand, even though the rate of gun ownership is high compared with some other countries in the region, and illegal weapons are common. Bangladesh women's team beat Malaysia by 88 runs in the Women's T20 Asia Cup in Sylhet. The Tigress had set a target of 130 runs against Malaysia. Nigar Sultana and Murshida hit half a century. In reply, Malaysia managed to score 41 runs, losing all their wickets. Fariha Trishna made a hat-trick on her debut. She claimed Malaysia's 3 key wickets. Earlier, the Bangladesh team won the toss and opted to bat first. The Tigers scored 129 runs, losing 5 wickets. That's all from the newsroom today. Thank you for watching News 24. Please stay with us.